Hello there, greetings. Thank you for joining us. I can't say this is going to go very long. I caught up on some questions. I think I'm on Wednesday now, maybe Tuesday. Tuesday, I think, by the way. All right, thank you for joining us. We're going to do a quick channeling. I have to get up early tomorrow. Just ends. It's just the way it is. So tomorrow I should be able to do more of a longer video, maybe. We'll see how things go. Okay. All right. We're gonna those that are new to all this. Whoops. See if I can figure out what I'm doing. SimonTeller.com. You can get private sessions. This weekend I closed down, so I catch up on questions. But this is my. This week is actually quite probably a good week. Most of it's open. It's up to you. We have Google Hangouts, Skype, Zoom, and channeling by phone. Most of it is open this week. Also, you have questions you can submit here to go more further in depth in your spiritual direction. Also have webinars if you're interested in that. I recommend this right here. The other one is kind of in disarray. You know, that's a whole nother story. Also have Spirit Social. They have submit a question, healing, past life regression, message from Yeshua, 5-minute healing at Channeling Consulting. We also have one question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul painting from Stephanie, general Reiki from Miguel. Okay, said that in the right order. That's good. All right, thank you for all that. Oracle cards it's been submitted to the store. I'll go into that more tomorrow. It's been submitted as for they have to approve it. So it'll be 37 cards. They're put in cellophane or some kind of plastic, which why these got bent a little bit. But they also have a ticket system. I have not had time to deal with that, but you can take a picture of it. If you have an issue, take a picture of the issue and just send it to them. Most likely they'll fix it, I would assume. Well, like I need this one fixed, but this is still a rough deck. So yeah, who knows? You know, I guess now I'll be able to make boxes. Boxes are not. I'm not sure how that's going to go with the box. If you want one, it's usually cheaper without it. So I'll leave it with that. Yeah, I'll go into more further depth of anything like spiritual. Let's see. Oh yeah, with net neutrality happened recently. That got revoked, and I don't have it anymore. Well, you know, I don't think anything is going to happen anytime soon. But you know, the internet is a wild west, and it does seem like the third dimension is going to get quite fascinating. It might get darker in some areas. It's not. They're not going to make it easy being here anymore. But we're going into more of a higher direction anyway. If you wish to go in that direction, some choose not to. Things are going to change. So who knows? I don't think anything's going to really drastically change with the internet. I don't know if prices are going to change all that much. I mean, I only go to a certain amount of sites anyway. I don't go all over the place. Some people do, but who knows? For what? Who knows? I think it'll stay open for the most part, but who knows? It might be. I mean, like I said, I think I said this before. They break the rules anyway. So it's like having a cop, and the cops go through red lights all the time. They flash their lights. They go through it. It's like there's nothing there. They're not going after anybody. They're just abusing their power. What happens already? So I'm not sure if net neutrality really did anything to begin with. Let's put it that way. So, you know, we'll just have to see what happens, basically. You know, they break rules all the time. So, you know, that mindset that the world is coming to an end and all that, well, change is going to be inevitable. As for, it's basically, if you're not familiar with net neutrality, basically now companies like, if I understand this right, if you want faster speed or something, you have to pay Verizon or AT&T, whoever runs the internet. You know, for your internet, these companies pay more to have faster speeds, and if you don't pay, you get slower speed supposedly, but Netflix has been paying for Comcast for faster speed that we know of. So who knows? It's all just a gangster situation there. And also, I just got a message about Chicago that might be connected to the UN to bring in tanks and things of that sort for crime. Yeah, third dimension is getting better and better, isn't it? So who knows? Yeah, things might get 2018 might be, who knows, the year from hell possibly. It's hard to say. This year has not been easy, especially when it deals with weather. Some don't want to hear that. I mean, as for things might get worse in some areas, some don't want to hear it. That's fine. You can live in your bubbled world all you want. That's okay. I don't want to take you out of that. But things are going. Strange anomalies are going to happen. It's just the way it is. Our Earth is changing. It's part of the ascension. I believe it'll help people awaken more, not to themselves. Of course, that's my opinion. Not many people agree with my opinion, which is fine. Some want to see it as the grass is greener, and that's all they want to see. That's fine, which I'm not sure how far that can go. How far can that go? As for soul expansion, basically, I like to look at it like I'm more of a neutral person than a negative. I don't see myself as negative. Some might see that way because I connect to like the Men in Black and stuff like that, which is fine. That's their opinion. It's controversial beings that connect to here and there, not always. But we're all part of this plan, and to just see positive beings, not to say MIB are all negative. I don't think so. As for example. But if you want to see one side as a story, that's fine. I think you're missing out on the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is opening to just have your mind open to everything. I think some in the spiritual community only see what they want to see, stay on the, and I've seen some in the already, or where those in some in the spiritual community are one face, and these are popular ones that everybody says is positive, and they have a face, and then it's you get to know them, and it's a whole another story. Just want to put that out there. But someone wants to see that, so that's fine too. That's cool. So yeah, they have big viewer counts, whatever it might be. And I don't even have Spirit tell me stuff. And I'm asking others about it. It's like, I just got this. It's like, I don't know who this person is. And it's like, yeah, this person's gold digging. Yes. That's in the spiritual community of that's a popular channel or of some kind. I'm not going to names. So whatever. I'm not going to go a bashing session here. I'm just saying. So the reason I brought that up, yeah, because I've been attacked here and there, which is fine. It's all good. That's okay. That's the way it goes. Rock and roll. But yeah, that's going to become the norm. Not always. But as we go through a transitional phase, not everything is going to be as smooth as you like it. So just the way it is. But yeah, I believe, the UN moving, why do we need the UN going into Chicago when we have our own military and stuff like that? It's just another reason to bring it in to, I think I've seen it. I don't connect to it very often, but I picked up on UN being part of the US eventually. As for this soon, well, who knows? Not a surprise. Things are going to change, and not to say it's all gloom and doom, not at all. But it's just things. The world is going to get more and more bizarre. Not like look what happened with the fires of California, and the hurricanes we had recently. But the fire in Los Angeles is freaking ridiculous. It's just I haven't checked up on that. That's freaking insane. And it's just, especially the fire that happened in the other part of California. It was like a laser weapon that went through there. I mean, it's just, I don't know what they're doing there. I don't have the full details, of course. They're not always meant to have all the answers, or just, keep it positive. Just know who you are, basically. Like with the net neutrality, just This is just one dimension. It's not, you can make it work for you, basically. That sounds weird, but it's not all gloom and doom. It might seem like that, but things. I mean, like robot, like with Amazon with their warehouses, they're treating humans like robots. Eventually, they'll have robots doing those jobs. So, yeah, we're going into a strange reality for sure. Not to say we're not everyone already. It's going to get stranger. It's just the way it is. All part of our development. So, just going gets tough. Experienced quite a bit of that already. Uh, just trust your own instincts. It helps you in your spiritual path. Just connect to the positive, what you feel is right, of course. And I believe your path you'll go in the direction that's right for you for sure. Yeah, well, as the world gets strange, your path will stay as it needs to be. I know it's like basically what I guess the say way I see it is, yeah, there might be people rioting or going crazy over whatever it is, but you're walking on your direction. Yeah, you see it, you might get affected by it slightly, but you're not worried about it. Just that you are in the right direction. The world itself might be going in chaos central, and that's all right. But you're following the path that's right for you. These other things don't really matter, really. It's really what I'm getting though. It just doesn't matter. Yeah, of course, it affects jobs and things of that sort here and there. And yeah, that's trust me, we're all kind of wondering how that's all gonna go. Um, just yeah, just how you word it. Just know that you'll be fine. No matter even if you question your reality, question what's going to happen. Of course, you're human. That's going to happen. Follow what's right for you. And the world's going to get stranger. Obviously, when they connect to beings, they're not always going to give us a full. They can't. We got to live our lives. They can't give us everything. They can't. Just the way it is. And I'll move my hands around like I don't know what that's about, but either way, um, it's just as far as soul growth. If you feel like you need to worry about something, then worry about it. I mean, you're going to always have that, obviously, but how much energy, how much you're going to throw into that? Um, the thing is not to. I mean, there's always going to be worry, but not to worry also. So you just got to follow. No things will work out. It's easier said than done. It's probably a lot more you can go into that, but either way, yeah, world's going to get for sure more bizarre. Uh, like what's going on with Israel and everything. But either way, yeah, with the bombing that happened in New York because of what happened with Israel, it's just luckily that was only one shot, but unfortunately it happened. But the world's going to go into out of strange, unusual territory for sure. Okay, let's see here. Trying to keep this short because I got to get up in several hours. So, all right, blessings, much love, and I feel a lot of elemental energies here. All right, let's see what Ra has to say. I'm connecting to Ra here and there. His connection with me is getting stronger. I figure I'll bring him in again. He just has a lot to say, as you can see. There's a lot of material out there from Ra. So, a teacher, he's learning through us also. And yeah, he's not perfect either. Nobody is. Yeah, I think my eye is going kind of red. Yeah, I'm tired. Okay, all right. I'll try to get my eyes closed for this. Okay, much love. Blessings. Greetings to you. I am Raw. Our focus with you is for you to find your clear path, what is right for you. Not to worry what others think. As you are being tested greatly, more than ever before, you're also allowing your third dimensional self take a day off, a long day off, a forever day off. Many of you are actually connecting more to the fifth dimension vibrations, which is causing your Earth to go into a chain reaction of change. This will continue to do so as you wish to connect to more of a positive environment, but much negative needs to be cleared out before you get to that point. As yes, this is a world of much conflict, as you can see. That conflict is there as many humans on this world do not really want to face themselves, as you can see. So they find ways of distracting themselves and going to another direction, as you can see. As you see, materialism has become a big focus on your planet. That is another way to avoid oneself. As yes, the spirit energies are very strong with you, your guides, your angels, other aspects of you. You realize also it's other realities where the beings connected to other aspects all the time. You don't have to see them fully in the physical to know that they're there. They're actually there to bring you assistance in your journey also. This happens to you in the third dimension, but you do not see it. Eventually you will. Over time, you'll see the assistance that's coming, a great amount of assistance. As you are realize also the other aspects of you is there to change your direction for the positive, sometimes for the negative. A lot of the fourth dimensional beings deal with this all the time. Yes, some have different levels of it, but some of their aspects connect you and take you to a whole nother direction. The reason I'm bringing this up is because you most likely will feel this vibration come through. As you connect to the higher vibrations, you will see another version of yourself. It's another test. Yes, I realize you have to deal with your neighbor, your employer, and now you have to deal with your other self. That's not always an obstacle, but realize as you go into more of the fourth and fifth dimensions, you'll see your world change drastically. As many of you are rejecting the third dimension realities and wishing to have more of a fourth and fifth dimensional experience, this will continue to do so at your level that you wish to experience it. You're all shifting, yes, you're all shifting together to some degree. As many of your experiences aren't always going to be the same. Realize also that you are creating a better world for yourselves. But first, much has to be musical chairs. Things have to be moved around. And so in doing so, many others in your third dimension actually will be awakened also. They just don't know how. And sometimes negative events on your world have to happen for them to see the light. As you can see, now, other ways around it doesn't mean self-destruction, the destruction of the earth, or whatever it might be, economy crashes, not necessarily have to be in that degree. And it does not have to be, it just has to be enough to bring them into more of who they are, like a nudge. It doesn't have to be a drastic negative situation. It doesn't have to be negative at all. It's just a change of events. It's something for you to grab onto to understand. Realize also you're going through a transitional vibration. Your sun energies is changing also with you as it's being manipulated, but also manipulation can also be of a positive vibration because you are bringing more, you are manipulating your reality, as you can see. There are positive manipulations, manipulating it to go more of a positive direction. What that was said with some of you. It does happen. It happens all the time. You just don't usually use those words. As you are manifesting more of a positive direction, you are, I could say some of you are nitpicking your reality. And sometimes you realize you like to change things in your life, as for job, as for hair color, as for weight. And some of those feel like boulders. Some of those things are there for a reason. Some of them can be changed. Some of it is a reason also to, because even with the lack of weight loss, sometimes you're at a certain way for a certain reason to go a certain direction. Reason your hair, I'm mentioning hair for a reason. You are judged by your hair color. You'd be surprised. Not necessarily being judged, but what do you see first? Your face, your hair. Your hair plays a big role on your planet. That sounds very humorous to some of you. It does play a big role. It doesn't mean you're being judged, but some do have a judgment energies, but also it's very much like the color of your hair is also sometimes the color of your soul, at least your soul direction. Doesn't mean that if you have black hair, you have a dark direction. Not at all. You just have a more, you can say almost like a gothic point of view in some regard. It does come from a gothic energy, which is called mystical energies, mystical magic energies. Realize also as colors that I'm not focused on your planet at this time. Those of you that are coloring your hair energy, you're changing also your vibration. Realize also that babies can be born with pink, purple hair, not in your environment, but that can change as your vibration changes. Also, your skin color could be a light blue, a light green, or light purple. That has not happened yet, but eventually it will as you go into the more higher vibrations. It's little by little as you transform yourself. So the idea also is to relax, give yourself a pat on the back, realize you're going in the direction that's right for you. Yes, there's a lot of conflicting energies that can continue to happen. Not everybody's going to be on the same boat as you are. But that makes it more fascinating now, doesn't it? Oh, I don't agree with this. I don't believe that. Da, 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 da. It makes it more fascinating, actually. Some of you, yes, might have a negative connection there, meaning that somebody doesn't like what you're doing. You're like, bam, I feel like I got punched. In some regard, that does happen. Send love to that. Move on. And yes, try to avoid those punches next time. You can do that. It takes time. So does it feel like you're being manipulated? You can avoid those manipulations too, coming from other beings. Just move around a little bit. I know it sounds very humorous in that regard. You'd be surprised how you can connect to that vibration. Realize everything is energy. So you just tell yourself, I'm going to avoid these connections. Some are being attacked at this time. Some of those beings that are attacking you are actually opening you up. They're not there to fully disturb you. They're not necessarily there. They're like you are ingredients are being put into you to open you up. So yes, you're going through an astral punching bat match right now. But that is just to build yourself up, open yourself up more. I know it sounds very strange. Not everyone's going to agree with that. That's fine. But realize it doesn't mean you have to enjoy the manipulations by lower vibrational beings, such as an attack. Realize also you're going through many struggles on many different levels. Some are having jobs they don't want to go to every day. It's kind of difficult to bring love into that when you're just like, I don't see prison bars, but it does feel like I'm in one though. It feels like I am in a jail cell to some degree. That mentality eventually will change when it needs to. For right now, sometimes you need to experience that vibration because you're not really ready to let go of yourself. Also, sometimes you're learning from that energy. I'm going to put a jail cell here because I need to learn from this jail cell. Eventually, I will carve out the doorway and so I can exit. So that goes with manipulations also. Don't look at it necessarily as a negative. It is an experience that is not exactly something you would agree with, but realize also you are being enhanced in different ways. Hard for the third dimensional human to fully understand that. Not to say, oh, I'm being attacked, I'm just gonna lay here and let them beat the crap out of me. Not at all. You are bringing assistance. You will know who to bring in for assistance on this also. Realize also there is a release of that attack eventually. Yes, it's easy for me to say because I am just here just yapping away. There's hidden meanings in everything, but not everything is there to be fully understood, such as a manipulation from lower vibrational beings. Mystery has its purpose. The idea is for you to have a more positive outlook and to heal it, to realize you is there to make you into a better person, though. But it is on how you have your outlook of how you heal that situation. Being a victim, yes, is very popular on your planet. It doesn't mean you have to be one. Yes, they're giving me a hard time. These entities, reptilians, whatever it might be, are giving me a hard time. I must be doing something right. So give yourself more credit is basically what I'm getting that where that's coming from. I might be leaving you now at this time to go through process some of this information. I am Raw, and I hope to speak to you shortly. All right, blessings.